It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you. He threw 5 touchdown passes last week. I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And hang on here, we've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Goff's throw there, complete to Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Goff. And this will be caught by Mooney. Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Goff.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It's caught right side by Daniels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 29 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They juked him. Well, he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. After the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw brought in by Bellinger. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now they try the right side here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give up the middle to Carter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now 3rd down.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively.
And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Locates Hardman for another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Wilson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, Goff. That's caught again by Schultz. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get that to Charbonnet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Here's Goff. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Goff's throw there completes to Mooney.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third and long. It's Goff. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Goff on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That pass complete to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 50, it's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The pickup there, 5 yards. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff throwing again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. To the sideline and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carter once more. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the counter, Carter. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down. Brad Robbins in punt formation.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by